the beat.
Welcome back to Mountain Lion Park as you look at the beautiful view here of Pikes Peak just behind us here at Mountain Lion Park. My name's Jake Ross. I'll bring you the action once again here for Game 2 of our doubleheader as the Thunderwolves of CSU Pueblo try and win the series with this third game of this 4-game set as the Mountain Lions are still searching for their first win of our MAC play after dropping the first 2 games of this series to their rivals just down I-25 in Pueblo. The Thunderwolves start this game 4-12 on their season. There are 2-0 in our MAC play. The Mountain Lions have dropped to 7-11 on their season and 0-2 in conference. As stepping in to lead things off is Reggie Williams once again. We'll get you the lineups for both of these teams as we get set to get underway here with Game 2. John Hoffman on the mound for the Mountain Lions has the ball. He's ready to deal, and he delivers an inside ball to open Game 2 of our 7-inning doubleheader this afternoon. That second pitch inside as well. 2 balls in, no strikes on Reggie Williams. Hoffman comes in 5.29 ERA on his season, as that will send Reggie to first base. And stepping in to replace him is Noah Hennings. The offensive lineup for the Thunderwolves leading off now on first base is Reggie Williams. Noah Hennings in the 2-hole. He'll be in center field, is at the plate right now. Hoffman's first pitch to Hennings is high for ball 1. In the 3-hole at second base is Brady Pruitt. Again, doing the DHing in the 4-hole is Christian Castaneda. Trey Vasquez will be batting 5th at shortstop. Tyson Howard at third base in the 6-hole as that one misses outside as well. 2-0 now on Hennings. Jeremiah Sanchez out and right. He's in the 7-hole. Elijah Borja, in left field in the 8-hole with Brady Ingalls catching balls and strikes behind the plate. He'll be in the 9-hole. 2-1 at the plate, though, on Hennings in this at-bat. And Hoffman will check over to first this time around. Back safely is Williams. He did steal a base in the first inning of Game 1, came around to score a run because of that stolen base. So the Mountain Lions want to keep him honest. That one's going to be swung through by Pruitt, evening the count 2-2. Hennings at the plate, Pruitt standing on deck. Hoffman comes to the plate. The 2-2 swung on and missed, strike 3 as he overwhelms Henning with a low heater, and he gets his first strikeout of the day, and Hennings is out number 1 in the first. the same exact scenario as game one. The Mountain Lions are able to get the second batter after giving a free base away to the first batter by way of the strikeout, the out as well. This one's going to be an error at third as it eats up Schultz over there for UCCS and allows Pruitt to reach runners on first and second with one out. So E5 allows Pruitt to reach base. Mount Lions defensively, Kit Wigington out and left once again. Hayden Iverson slots in for Aaron Brackle from game one in center. Casey Campbell back out and right. The only change in the infield is Keegan Schultz now at third. It was Vander Hodges originally at third base in game one. But the rest is the same with Ronan Hella at short, Macaulay Sarah at second, Caleb Stubbings at first as that one misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes at the plate on the designated hitter, Castaneda. Behind the plate once again is Tyler Richardson. This time he's catching balls and strikes from John Hoffman on the mound, as we mentioned. That one misses as well, so 3-0 here on the designated hitter, Castaneda, who had a 3-run shot in game one. A part of offense plenty for the Thunderwolves in the morning game. That one's going to catch the corner for strike one. 3 balls and 1 strike. That one just past the glove of both Hoffman and Hella. The throw's going to go to third. It's up the line and still able to advance to third is Brady Pruitt. First and third is coming around once again to score the opening run is Reggie Williams. And for the second game in a row, the Thunderwolves nab a first inning lead. First hit of the game goes to Castaneda up the middle. Nearly swiped by both Hoffman on the mound and Hella at short, but it does find its way through. Trey Vasquez with an aggressive bunt up the first baseline is out foul, so strike one at the plate. Vasquez will have to return. The 0-1, instead of pickoff to first, staying put at third is Pruitt, and usually stepping back to first base is Castaneda. 0-1 with 1 out. Runner on third is Brady Pruitt, who reached on an error, and on first is Castaneda, who just singled in the first run of the game as that one misses outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Next pitch, looking to bunt, pulling it back was Vasquez. 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. This one's hit well into left field, over and able to grab it is Kit Wigington, but jogging home to score the second run of the inning and the game for the Thunderwolves is Pruitt from third. And Vasquez has himself an RBI sac fly in the first. Staying put at first base is, Castaneda, as Kyson Howard will try things for the first time against Hoffman and takes for strike one. This one on the ground in fair territory. It went off of his wrist, though, so it is a foul ball. 0-2 here on Howard. The pitch. This one's on the ground up the middle. To it is Sayre. He'll go the short way to Hella. They'll get the out at second base. And the Mountain Lions limit the damage to 2, but are down after 3 outs once again as the Thunderwolves strike first and lead it 2-0 after 1 half inning of play. Macaulay Sayre will lead things off for UCCS and the Mountain Lions in their first trip to the plate here in Game 2. Get you the lineup here for the Mountain Lions offensively. Macaulay Sayre at second base, leading things off. Kit Wigington out in left. He is batting second. Caleb Stubbings, the last due up this inning for the Mountain Lions. He's in the 3-hole. Was that first pitch ball delivered low for ball 1. Was that one again low, 2-0 on Sayre as Owen Rodolphe toes the rubber for the Thunderwolves. Brad Madison in the 4-hole back at the DH spot. Casey Campbell in the 5-hole out and right for UCCS. That one's in there for strike 1. Tyler Richardson behind the plate in the 6-hole. Hayden Iverson out in center batting 7th. Schultz at third in the 8-hole, and Ronan Hella once again at shortstop, rounding out the lineup in 9th as Sayre evens the count at 2, fouling that one down the first base side. Get you the defensive lineup here in just a moment for the Thunderwolves, but first that one outside, 3-2, the count is full on Macaulay Sayre. He opened game 1 with a walk as he tries to potentially do the same thing here. Dolphy comes set, the pitch inside. That one's going to send Sayre to first, and for the second straight game, he's aboard with a leadoff walk. In the field for the Thunderwolves, same outfield as game 1. Borjas in left, Hennings in center, Sanchez out in right. Howard at third with Williams at first. Vasquez and Pruitt up the middle, same infield as well. The only defensive change other than, of course, the pitcher is Ingalls behind the plate catching balls and strikes for the Pack. Rodolphe delivers strike 1 to Wigington, and Wigington fouls off the second offering, so he's behind 0-2. Check over to first on Sayre, and he dives back in safely. Couple of lefties on the mound to start things off. It's going to be tough for runners on first base over there with those pickoff moves. Is swung on and fouling that one off was Kit Wigington. So he'll stay alive, 0-2 at the plate. Dolphy gets his sign, comes set, working from the stretch. The 0-2, that one way outside. Good take from Wigington, 1 and 2. Rodolphe comes into the game with a 13.03 earned run average. He's 0-2. This will be his third start and 5th overall appearance for the Thunderwolves. This one on the ground to third base. Can Sayre beat it out at second? He cannot, but Wigington does beat it out at first. So fielder's choice for Kidd erases Sayre at second base, and they essentially trade places. First pitch to Caleb Stubbings. This fouled back to the screen for strike 1. Stubbings in game 1 had 2 hits. He went 2 for 2 and also came around to score a run. He had a double and a single. He came around to score after the single. He's behind 0-2 here, though, to Rodolphe with 1 out. Runner on first is Wigington. Rodolphe checks on first, comes to the plate. That one's swatted foul on the first base side. Count will stay. Another 0-2. That one outside in the left-hander's box. Good stop by Ingalls to keep it in front and not allow Wigington to move up. 1-2 now. The pitch. Stubbings swats this one into right field for a base hit. Wigington will make his way to second base. He had to wait to make sure it got through. But the Mountain Lions have a pair of runners on with 1 out, and that will bring up the designated hitter, Madison.
Designated hitter, number 15, Brad Madison.
Another hit on the day for Caleb Stubbings. That's his 3rd, including game 1. Brad Madison had some good at-bats as well in game 1. He had 1 absolute demolished ball that ended up going foul. He doubled for his only hit in the 3rd inning, also came around to score. Fouls that first pitch off. Drops behind 0-1. Casey Campbell will wait on deck. First the 0-1 to Madison, and that one low 1-1. Madison has been quite the productive designated hitter on the season for the Mountain Lions, hitting the high 300s at times, low 400s. Also leads the Mountain Lions in RBIs with 17. He's ahead now, 2 balls and 1 strike. Rodolphe will get his sign and come set. Conservative leads from both runners on the base pass for UCCS as that one once again misses. And it's good hitters count here for Madison, 3 balls and 1 strike. (3-1). On the ground, up the middle for a base hit. Around to score will come Wigington. The throw's going to go to third for Stubbings, but will not get him. And first and third with an RBI single from Brad Madison, and the Mountain Lions get on the board. So the Mountain Lions in game 1, after going down in the first inning, threatened but could not convert. They are able to do so here after 18th RBI of the season for Madison brings in Wigington. Campbell swings through a high fastball for strike one as he tries to keep things moving here for the Mount Lions. Double play is in order with the first and third situation defensively for the Thunderwolves. This pitch just misses outside. Looked like a great spot, but not getting the call as Rodolfi. And it's 1-1. Very upright in his stances, Campbell. Got some good power in his swing as that one swung through. That curveball, he got a foul tip off on it, but it was secured behind the plate. Doesn't matter when it's only the second strike. 1-2. The pitch, that one's in the dirt. The count will even. And Ingles able to keep it in front, so the Mount Lion base runners have to stay put. Checking over at Madison, but looking towards the plate is Rodolfi. Again, he delivers outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the count is full on Campbell. Richardson figures he will probably bat at this point, so he sheds his shin guards in the on-deck circle. The pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3 as unhappy Casey Campbell kind of hits his bat as he makes his way back to the dugout, and that'll bring up Richardson. First strikeout of the afternoon for Rodolfi as he gets Campbell to go down swinging. And Richardson will try it. Richardson had a single in game 1. He was 1 for 4 overall, had a fly out, grounded into a double play his last time up, and in the 5th inning he reached on a fielder's choice. This time he skies that one foul into the parking lot area here. 0-2 on him. Rodolfi set the 0-2. This one on the ground looks like it's got eyes, and it will get through into left field for a base hit. Into score is Caleb Stubbings to tie the game at 2. Up to second base is Brad Madison, and Tyler Richardson with a 2-out RBI single ties this at 2. Hayden Iverson will take his first at-bat of the day. We did not see him in game 1 as Brackle was out there in center field. This one's bounced over to third. And an easy play as Madison hung up in the middle. It is a force over there at third, and that's how they'll get the third out. But the Mount Lions get even with the pack for the first time today at 2 runs apiece after 1. We go to the second inning here in game 2. 7, 8, and 9 due up here in the second inning for the Thunderwolves, with Jeremiah Sanchez leading things off. He squares around a bunt, and it's a good one right in between. Richardson grabs it and throws him out at first base. Good heads-up play from Tyler Richardson to be quick on his feet out of his crouch. He gets the 1-out put-out. The Mountain Lions, 1 pitch, 1 out here in the second. Can't get more efficient than that, and Elijah Borjas will try things. First pitch just misses outside for ball 1. Is a nice spot to open the at-bat from John Hoffman. Hoffman with that ice cream green glove. This one's lifted high in the air to right field. It's going to stay up and kind of drift towards shallow right, and underneath it to make the play is Casey Campbell. 3 pitches and 2 outs in the inning for Hoffman.
The catcher, number 8, Brady Eagles.
Brady Ingalls will step to the plate. As Hoffman, still working out of the windup with the bases empty, comes set on the mound. The pitch on its way. That one outside. Looked like a changeup out of the hands of Hoffman that time. Couldn't find the zone. 1-0. This one straight back up the middle for a base hit. 2-out base runner with the single is Brady Ingalls. And he will stand on first base and flip the lineup card back over to Reggie Williams. Reggie Williams came up for the first 5 innings in game 1. That was all 5 of his at-bats. Mountain Lions more efficient in the 6th and 7th, so he did not bat in those innings, but still lots of plate appearances for him today, as this is just the 2nd game and already his 6th trip to the plate. First pitch he took for a called strike. The second one he will foul out of play, so 0-2 just like that on Reggie Williams as Hoffman tries to close the door on the 2nd inning of the Thunderwolves. This one again fouled out of play. 0-2 the count remains. Wind still blowing in from right field. That flag out in left center has been unfurled all day. 1-2 as that one misses inside. Hoffman gets his sign, comes set once more. The pitch. This one's lifted into left field. Going back towards the wall is Wigington. And this one will drift into foul territory in the corner. So it looked like it could have been trouble out there in the corner for the Mountain Lions, but that right to left wind helping UCCS out as it pushes it into foul territory. 1-2, the count still on Reggie Williams. Runner on first. It's Brady Ingalls, the catcher, who singled with 2 outs. Phillip will try it again. The pitch. Outside, ball 2. Two and 2. That one catches Williams up in the upper part of his right arm. He'll jog over to first, and a couple of 2-out base runners now for Noah Hennings. That's a 2nd at-bat that Williams was hit by a pitch. He was hit as well in the 1st inning. Wasn't too happy about it, I will say, as he jogged over to first. Hennings will step in. That one right down the pipe for strike 1. The check swing doesn't matter. Hoffman coming set out of the stretch, the 0-1. This one's inside outed to right. This should fall foul and does. They'll skip into the Mount Lions bullpen harmlessly, 0-2. Another 0-2. This one on the ground right at Ronan Hella. He'll knock it down, go the short way to second, and out at second base. I gotta be honest, it looked to me like Williams was there, but the Mount Lions get the call. The Thunderwolves are gonna try and argue this one. We'll see if it goes anywhere. I doubt it. And that's gonna end the inning. The Mount Lions hold the Thunderwolves scoreless, and we go tied at 2 to the third.
The majestic mountain lion, one of nature's most powerful predators, primarily indigenous to the Americas. This big cat is known to make its home just about anywhere. Although most consider them to be solitary in nature, these big cats actually show advanced social intelligence. This cat is known to be territorial, and as such will fiercely defend its territory from other big cats, employing a blend of power and stealth, except during courtship. UCCS, find your inner mountain lion.
Keegan Schultz will lead things off here in the Mount Lions half of the second inning. We are still tied at 2 runs apiece, as that one's in there for a called strike 1 on Schultz. We saw Keegan pinch hit in game 1 at the end of the game for UCCS. That one misses inside, 1 ball and 1 strike. As Schultz came in for Vander Hodges at the last part of the game. Did not get a plate appearance, though, as he just came in defensively. Behind 1-2 here. The pitch there is outside. Looked like a slider that never slid. And the count will be even at 2. Rodolphe out of the windup, the 2-2. That one just outside. The count is full, as good patience leaving that one outside by Schultz. That one's fouled out of play as well, so the count will stay full. That one's bounced foul once again. Once more, Schultz will step in. Rodolphe starts his windup. Another 3-2. This one's lined straight at shortstop on a hop. Vasquez will secure it for out number 1, and that'll bring up Ronan Hella.
Now batting, shortstop, number 9, Ronan Hella.
Ronan Hella had a nice game on both sides of the ball in game 1. He went 3 for 3 at the plate with a couple of singles and RBI double as well, and he beats that one out at first base. see what they do here scoring-wise. Could be an infield hit. I could also see him giving an error, and they do give the error, so it's got to be on the pitcher, Rodolfi, as he was late to the play, and Sayre comes up with a one-out base runner. That one's high for ball one. Good hustle play by Ronan Hella as he gets his way on out of the 9-hole with an infield single. First pitch delivered to Sayre was a ball. He's ahead 1-0. Rodolfi asks for a new baseball from the home plate umpire, and we'll try it again. 1-0. That one in there for a called strike. Shadows starting to creep back over Mountain Lion Park. They've come and gone as the day has gone through. Appears that there's something in the back pocket of Rodolfi. They're going to give him a new baseball again, so not quite sure. One and one, though. One out runner on first base is Hella. Swung on and fouled back to the screen. Hit and run was on for UCCS, but Sayre can't put it in play. So 1-2 now at the plate on the Mountain Lions second baseman, and returning to first base is the shortstop, Hella. Rodolfi set, working from the stretch with runners on. The 1-2. Curveball stays up. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two goes over to first, had Hella leaning, but he's able to fall back to first base safely. Two. Another curveball stays up once again. 3-2. Good framing behind the plate from Ingalls. Made the home plate umpire think about it, but doesn't get the call. And the count is once again full. 3-2. The payoff. Another curveball stays high, and a one-out walk puts runners on first and second and brings up the big bat and Kit Wigington. Kit Wigington has been somewhat quiet on the season so far for UCCS at the plate, but he's no stranger to giving the ball quite the ride as he takes that curveball on the inside half for strike one, as Rodolfi has been going to that curveball quite a bit the last couple pitches. I believe that's 4 straight we've gotten out of him here. He's ahead on Wigington 0-1. Check back to Hella. Pitch to the plate. This one's rocketed right back down towards the Pueblo dugout. Throw it back into play. Jumping out of the way was both third base coach and head coach of the Mountain Lions, Dave Hadjic, as well as one of the inactive players over there for the Thunderwolves. 0-2, though, either way on Wigington at the plate. See what he can do here. Rodolfi gets his sign, comes set. Big smile on the mound as he delivers strike 3 on the outside. Gets the chase from Wigington and gets his second punch out of the day. So 2 outs here for Caleb Stubbings. Still first and second as Ronan Hella reached on the errors at second, and the walk to Macaulay Sayre keeps him on first. First pitch outside to Stubbings for ball one. Stubbings, not a bat to look past himself, certainly can send one over the fence. The 1-0. Curveball drops in for strike 1-1. One pitch on its way here, swung on and missed. Another breaking ball gets the Mount Lions to chase, and Stubbings is behind 1-2. The 1-2 in the dirt, count even to 2. In the words of the late Vin Scully, deuces are wild, 2-2 with 2 outs. Runners on first and second for Stubbings. The pitch, swung on and missed. And Stubbings thought he got a tip on it. He did not. He goes down on strikes. With back-to-back strikeouts, the Mount Lions get a few aboard, but cannot convert as we stay even at 2 going to the third inning from Mount Lion Park. Brady Pruitt leading things off here for the Thunderwolves. It'll be 3, 4, and 5 due up in the lineup for the Pack. As this one's lifted over our head. Oh, nope, it looks like the screen caught it. Looked like it was going to get over. But it's held in. 0-1 as Hoffman goes back to work. The pitch here, fastball swung through for strike 2. Nice pitch there to come back. And ahead, way ahead, I should say, on Pruitt is Hoffman. Here comes the payoff pitch, 0-2. Strike 3 called as that one catches the outside part of the plate. Pruitt doesn't like the call, but that one was on the black all day long. As down looking on strikes is Brady Pruitt for out number 1. First pitch rocketed from Castaneda. This one's gonna go. Solo shot puts the Thunderwolves back in front 3-2. Trey Vasquez will come to the plate with the lead back in the hands of CSU Pueblo. That one's delivered outside for ball 1 from Hoffman. second home run of the day for Castaneda. Second on the season as well for him, as that one catches the bottom of the zone. 1-1 on Vasquez. Another pitch on its way from Hoffman. Swung on and missed again, low in the zone, getting the swing and miss. As Hoffman working ahead, 1 ball and 2 strikes. See what he comes back with. Goes curveball, never goes anywhere. 2-2. As Richardson has to jump out of his crouch to make a play on that. Pitch outside part of the plate, just misses, counts full. As the setup pitch, looking for a little bit of a paint there from Hoffman, can't get it. 1 out, count is full. The payoff, swung on and missed, another strikeout. And both outs in the inning, by the way of the punch out for John Hoffman, this time of the swinging variety. That's his 3rd strikeout of the day. And Kyson Howard will take another turn. He gets a swing and a miss on the fastball to open the at-bat. As Hoffman working quickly now. Once again, that one just missed. Trying to get the frame was Richardson behind the plate, but pulled it a little bit too far in, and that'll be a ball. 1-1. That one's high. 2-1. That one's inside. 3-1. Bending to get out of the way of that one was Kyson Howard. Hoffman will take an extra second to grab the rubber. Toes it. Deals outside. Ball 4. A 2-out base runner heads to first with the walk to Howard. Sanchez, who tried to bunt his way on in the 2nd inning. A nice heads-up, quick thinking play from Richardson behind the plate. Threw him out at first base. First pitch to him is going to be bounced over to Stubbings. He's going to take it himself, and that will end the inning for the Thunderwolves. But a solo shot from Christian Castaneda has regained the lead for CSU Pueblo. They get that run back and lead at 3-2 as we head to the bottom of 3. Brad Madison will lead things off for the Mount Lions in the 3rd inning. Will be 4, 5, and 6 in the lineup due to the plate for UCCS. Brad Madison got the scoring started for UCCS with an RBI single his first time up in the 1st inning. Takes for ball 1 to start his 2nd plate appearance here. Back out there is Rodolfi for the Thunderwolves, line straight at Howard at 3rd. He'll make the play, and that's out number 1 for UCCS. Casey Campbell, who worked the count full but struck out swinging his first time up, will try it again. And this one's lifted, should get out of play in the bullpen area of the Thunderwolves, and does. 0-1 on Campbell. Oh, 1 out of the windup from Rodolfi. That one just outside, 1-1. Good spot. Even though he doesn't get the call, good patience from Campbell. 1-1. That one again just outside, 2-1. 2-1. This one's ripped into right field. Will it get down for a hit? It does, and it gets past Sanchez to the wall. Around first and now around second is Campbell. He's digging for a triple, and he'll slide in with a one-out triple. Sanchez in right field took the gamble on it, came up empty on the dive. And Casey Campbell is 90 feet away from tying this game up at 3. That one's fouled off to open the at-bat for Tyler Richardson, who himself had an RBI single his first time up. That tied the game at 2 as it brought home Caleb Stubbings. 0-1 to Richardson. That one's inside and low for ball 1. That one's way outside. Tried to get the slider going, it looked like there, but couldn't get the break. And ahead is Richardson, 2-1. Pitch on its way. This one lifted out of play behind home plate. 2-2. That one's knocked into left field. That'll get down for a base hit. And another RBI single for Tyler Richardson. And once again, he ties the game for UCCS as in to score is Campbell, and we're all square at 3.
Number 25, Hayden Iverson.
Two RBIs and 2 singles for Tyler Richardson is Hayden Iverson, who grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. That ended the first inning as 7 of the 9 Mountain Lions came to bat in that first frame for UCCS. But Iverson with a couple of takes is ahead here. 2 balls and no strikes. It's high as well, 3-0. The pitch, that one catches the inside corner, 3-1. That one on the outside half this time, and the count is full as trying to battle back in this at-bat is Rodolfi. That one, strike 3 called on the outside corner. Iverson doesn't like it. But a nice comeback pitching performance in that at-bat from Rodolfi. Gets the second out as he locks up Iverson and strikes him out looking. Keegan Schultz will take his second at bat. He lined right at the shortstop Vasquez his first time up. He gently grounds his first offering, this time around foul for strike one. Worked the count full in his first at bat before lining out to Vasquez at short. Runner on first still is Richardson. They go to the plate. That one just outside, 1-1. Couple of hikers out, making their way up Pulpit Rock here. Taking in some baseball from the top of the rock. Always a good place to see a game. The 1-1 pitch on its way. That one swung through by Schultz, 1-2. I think I count 4, maybe 5 hikers up there on the rock right now. As this one's up the middle, base hit as Richardson's going to have to stop at second. But another 2-out base runner for UCCS. And a runner out there now in scoring position as moving up to second is Richardson. First hit of the day for Schultz in his third attempt. And Ronan Hella will make his way to the batter's box once again. First pitch to him. Curveball drops in for strike one. Check on Richardson. Nobody's going anywhere. And that one's up the middle for a base hit. They're going to send Richardson. The throw's going to come to the plate. They will not cut it off. Play at the plate. He dropped the ball. The ball is free. Both runners on the base paths will move up. And they're going to argue a late slide here, but Richardson's a catcher, so he knows the rule. And I think that was a clean play. They're going to talk about it. As it stands, it's an RBI single for Ronan Hella. Up to third is Schultz, and Hella himself makes his way up to second after the throw. They're going to talk about it. It was a late slide, but as long as you make an effort to not just bowl through the catcher, you can still make contact with the catcher. And credit to Ingalls behind the plate as well. You have to give a path to the plate for the runner, which he did. We'll see what the call is here. The run's going to score. So safe at the plate is Richardson. The Pueblo dugout doesn't like it, as they let the umpires hear their displeasure. But the Mountain Lions take a lead for the first time today as they are up 4-3. This one's bounced over to third. It's going to be a tough play to get Sayre. Safe at first. Another run comes around to score as Schultz comes in, and it's 5-3. Up to third base is Ronan Hella. And back-to-back RBI singles has the Mountain Lions up a pair. Over at third, Howard had to jump and then kind of hesitated. He checked the runner first, which was unnecessary with 2 outs. This one's high in the air, excuse me. This should be the third out. No, he can't get it just over the fence for Howard. Turned in to be a tough play. It looked like it was going to stay in play with plenty of room for Howard to make the play, but the wind pushes it out. And Wigington with new life, at the plate, 0-1. Another pitch, this one on the ground through the right side. Another runs in as Hella scores. Going first to third on the base pass is Macaulay Sayre. And back-to-back-to-back RBI singles. And the Mount Lions are up 3.
Now batting, first baseman.
And that's going to trigger a mound visit for the Thunderwolves, as the Mount Lions not trying to do too much with the baseball at the plate and knocking back-to-back-to-back RBI singles. They're up by a trio. Give you a quick recap here. Brad Madison took the second pitch he saw, lined it on a hot shot over to third. Howard was able to make the grab. Casey Campbell tripled after it got past a diving Sanchez in right. RBI single from Richardson tied the game at 3. Looking strikeout was the second out for Iverson. Schultz a single. Ronan Hella, easy for me to say, a single. Sarah single, Wigington a single. And that's where we stand. First and third. Sarah on third, Wigington on first. Hella, Schultz, Richardson, and Campbell all in. As that one misses outside, 2 balls and no strikes on Caleb Stubbings. The 2-0, that one's fouled out of play into the parking lot. 2-1. Stubbings is the 9th Mountain Lion to come to the plate here in the third as everyone's batted. Madison may get another turn as it's 3-1 now on Caleb Stubbings. Rodolphe gets his sign, comes set. The setup pitch, swung on and missed. That one fooled Caleb Stubbings as it dropped out right at the last moment and the count is full. Here comes the payoff from Rodolphe. Instead, a pickoff goes to first, and Wigington jogs back in. No harm, no foul. 3-2 once again. This one's fouled off of his own shin by Stubbings. He'll take a moment to collect himself. Three-two, again bounced foul. UCCS softball also in action today as they fell in the opening game 10-1 via mercy rule. Only 6 innings played in Game 1 over at Mount Lion Field just across the ravine here. Give you an update here on Game 2, which is now underway. Scoring that one 8-4 in the top of the 4th inning in favor of the Rangers as well. as that one's bounced foul once again. 3-2 the count on Stubbings back here at baseball, as he's putting in quite the at-bat here with 2 outs. First and third, 3-2 with 2 outs for Stubbings, the situation. The pitch, cold strike 3. He locks him up with the outside cutter, but the Mountain Lions get 4 runs and have doubled up the Wolfpack here in the 3rd inning. It's 6-3 as we head to the 4th.
UCCS gives me the freedom I need. With flexible courses and an inspiring campus, UCCS fuels success.
Apply today at uccs.edu.
Elijah Borjas will lead things off here in the 4th inning for the Wolfpack, as this one's grounded back up the middle to Sayre. He's up with it, will come across, making the grab over there at first base is Caleb Stubbings for out number 1. 1 pitch, 1 out for John Hoffman here in the 4th. Brady Ingalls, who singled his first time up. He was stranded at second base in the 2nd inning, will take his second at bat. First pitch to him was low for ball 1. Second pitch on its way is Hoffman working quickly, and that one misses as well. 2-0. This one's on the ground in fair territory, over to make the play, out at first base. What a play from Schultz to range all the way to his right, and throw out Ingalls at first. Wow, what a play. Stepping back in, the leadoff hitter, Reggie Williams, hits one right back up the middle for a 2-out single. The first at-bat of this game that he wasn't struck by a pitch. He was hit in his first 2 at-bats of game 2. Noah Hennings will step in. That one's delivered just a bit outside for ball number 1 on Hennings. Hennings is 0 for 2 here in game 2. He struck out swinging his first time and grounded into a fielder's choice his next time up. Swings through that one, fouls it straight down, 1-1. The 1-1. That one's low. Good stop behind the plate by Richardson. Nearly a back pick over to first to check on Williams, but he holds on to the ball. Hoffman back out of the stretch with the runner on. Steps off. That one's in there for a called strike two, evening it at 2. And once again, 2s across the board. 2-2 with 2 outs. Runner on first is Williams, who singled. The pitch swung on and missed. That one's dropped. And they'll record the strikeout at first base. Pounding his glove as he makes his way off is John Hoffman, and the Mountain Lions throw up another 0. They lead it 6-3 as we go to the bottom of 4. Brad Madison leading things off here for the Mountain Lions, 4, 5, and 6 due to the plate for the Mountain Lions. Rudolphi's still out there for the Thunderwolves, even after the big inning given up in the third. We'll see if he can respond here as he delivers strike 1 to Brad Madison. 0-1, that one just misses low, 1-1. Madison led off the third inning as well. All 9 Mountain Lions saw the batter's box in the bottom half of the third inning. 1-1 pitch on its way. That one catches the corner, 1-2. Pitch, this one's bounced. This should get foul and does, as over to grab it is Howard. He'll throw it back in, and Madison will return to the batter's box. Casey Campbell waits on deck for his turn. One, two. Again, bounced foul on the third base side. Madison with a deep breath steps back in. The pitch on its way, another 1-2. This time, again, it's fouled down the third base side. Nice play by Dave Hadjic over there in the coaching box. Nice little right-handed snag as he shows he still got it. That one's low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. This one's on the ground, and it'll get through for a base hit as aboard with a leadoff single is Brad Madison. And that'll bring up Casey Campbell as the Mountain Lions continue to swing the bat effectively here in Game 2. That one misses outside, ball 1. 1-1 now on Campbell. We mentioned Dave Hadjick over there at third base, a head coach for this Mount Lion team. He actually appeared on MLB Network's Hot Stove this week as he was a guest on the show talking about starting this Division II program. Gave some good insight to what that was like in first couple years here, getting the program off the ground for UCCS on their way to their first tournament championship in just their 5th year of existence. Their first season here. Mount Lion Park wasn't built yet. They had to kind of bounce around town. A lot of their games played at Spurgeon Field downtown, at Acacia Park in downtown Colorado Springs, as this one's well hit to left field, back to the wall, and that one's gone. Colliding with the wall was Borjas, but it goes over the fence, and a 2-run shot for Casey Campbell as he goes deep in back-to-back days.
Now batting number 7, Tyler Richardson.
Two RBI for Campbell, and that's going to spell the end of the day, it looks like, or not quite. Yep, end of the day for Rodolphe, so we'll take a step aside as we have a pitching change here in the bottom of the 4th. Mount Lions up 5. Ruben Portillo comes in for the Thunderwolves in relief for Rodolphe. We'll get you his final numbers here in a moment, as ending on their home run, the book does close on him with the pitching change, and Portillo picking up quickly here as he delivers strike 1 to Richardson. This one's fouled back. It's going to get just out of play. 0-2 quickly on the Mount Lions catcher. For Portillo, he comes in with a 9.64 earned run average. On his season, he is 0-1. This is his 5th appearance, all of which in relief. As that one misses just low, the Thunderwolves dugout thought they had strike 3, but unfortunately they were mistaken. Rodolphe does toss 101 pitches, so quite the long day for him, as this one's poked into right, and unable to handle it and kicking it away is Sanchez. Around first and into second is Richardson. That will undoubtedly be an error out there for Sanchez. And the Mount Lions, kind of like the Thunderwolves in game 1, just cannot seem to get into any outs. Hayden Iverson will take a turn, as this one's grounded to shortstop. Up with it quickly is Vasquez. It's dropped at first. They say it's on the transfer, so the out will count. So 6-3 put out is out number 1 in the 4th inning. And that will bring up Keegan Schultz. First pitch in there for a called strike. Oh, 1 on its way. That one just a bit low. Trying to steal the low pitch behind the plate was Ingalls, but couldn't get the call. The final line, though, on Rodolfi, he goes 3 innings, gives up 11 hits, 8 runs, all of which earned. He walked 2, punched out 5. He faced 23. And as we mentioned, tossed 121 offerings to Mountain Lion hitters. Ahead 2-1 now as that one misses is Keegan Schultz. And again, Portillo comes set on the mound. That one low as well, 3-1. Just 1 out in the inning for the Thunderwolves. Leadoff single from Madison, then the 2-run shot from Casey Campbell. The error allowed Richardson to reach, and then the ground out from Iverson is where we stand. This one from Schultz is lifted again into right field, going back, and again dropping the ball is Sanchez in right field. Back to back, dropped routine fly balls for Sanchez out there. And I have a feeling we're going to see a change out there. If not right now, then certainly next inning. And Hella's going to come up, gets his sign from Dave Hadjic out at third base. Second and third now after the second straight error in right field. First pitch swung through for strike 1. From Ronan Hella. Nice bunt there from Ronan Hella. The squeeze was on, the run scores. Suicide squeeze put on from UCCS, and it is successful as the sacrifice bunt put down from Ronan Hella as a double steal was on. Moving up to third is Keegan Schultz, and in to score was Richardson, and that brings up Macaulay Sayre. 3 more runs in the inning for UCCS. Sayre lifts this one into left field. That one's going to get down for another RBI single, as in to score is Schultz. Make it 4 runs in the inning for the Mountain Lions, and another 2-out base runner out there for him as Sayre standing on first base. Second RBI single of the game for Macaulay Sayre, as he had one as well last inning. Ended up getting stranded on third. This one is diving stop at second. Can he record the out? Yes, he can. What a play at second base by Pruitt. The diving stop, his hat came flying off and his full head of hair was shown off, but robs a single away from
beat.
back-to-back 4-run innings from UCCS has the Mountain Lions up 7 runs as stepping in to lead things off after a beautiful play at second base to end the Mountain Lions inning is Brady Pruitt. This time it's Hella that's going to try and make a nice play and just can't quite get the throw there in time, but quite the play to even get a chance at Pruitt at first base. And an infield single leads off the 5th inning for Colorado State University Pueblo. Hoffman back out there on the mound for UCCS. He's pitched effectively, only surrendered those 3 runs. Misses on the first pitch, second pitch misses as well, so ahead is Castaneda, 2 balls and no strikes. Castaneda, his last time up, had that solo shot that at the time gave the Thunderwolves a 3-2 lead, but a lot has happened since that time. As kind of nibbling on Castaneda here is Hoffman. He is behind 3-0. Pitch. That one's outside, a 4-pitch walk. And back-to-back base runners reach here in the 5th for the Pack.
Now batting, the shortstop, 12, Dre Vasquez.
Vasquez, who struggled defensively that last inning, rockets one to center field over the head of Iverson. That one's to the wall. And having to make sure that a catch was not made were both runners on base. So Pruitt and Castaneda just go station to station, but the bases are loaded, nobody out. And that'll bring up Kason Howard. That is the longest single I have seen. Not very often, I should say, you hit a baseball over the head of the center fielder and only get 1 base out of it. But the Mountain Lions will take it. Bases loaded, nobody out. This one's ripped into right field. That catch will be made by Campbell. They're going to throw it back to first. Coming in to score is Pruitt, and moving up to third is Castaneda. So the Thunderwolves do get a run back here in the 5th, but still lots of work to do down 6. As the sacrifice fly for Howard is out number 1.
Now batting, pinch hitter, number 15, Cole Knightley.
That one's in there, or excuse me, just misses outside as we have a pinch hitter into the game for Pueblo. It's going to be Cole Knightley stepping in. This is his 11th appearance of the season. He's batting right at the Mendoza line at 200. And he is ahead here, 2 balls and no strikes. So Sanchez, who had a pair of errors in the bottom half of the prior inning for the Thunderwolves, that'll be the end of his day. No real surprise there, as Sanchez will jog to first base.
36, Elijah Orhan.
A mound visit here from Mark Lee of UCCS. Again, the bases are loaded with Knightley now on first base, Castaneda up at third, and Vasquez at second base. And Elijah Borjas will come to the plate. He is 0 for 2. Mount Lions don't want to be too comfortable, as even though they're up 6, as they saw last inning, the Thunderwolves can score quickly. Mark Lee will return to the dugout for UCCS, and Borjas will step in for his third at-bat of the game. Bases are loaded. Nowhere to put Borjas. 1 out away in the inning for UCCS as Hoffman delivers strike 1. Undoubtedly, Hoffman's goal here is to get a rollover grounder up the middle. It's bread and butter double play material. That one's another called strike. Borjas and the Wolfpack faithful that are up here from Pueblo don't like the call. It's 0-2. Did look like it could have been a little bit high, but was at the letters, as that one's low. 1-2. Hoffman set on the mound. The pitch, that one's fouled out of play. Over by the track facility here at UCCS. The Mountain Lions track team is in Virginia Beach this weekend for the Division II NCAA national meet, as strike 3 was swung through there from Borjas. A big strikeout for UCCS with the bases loaded. Brings the Thunderwolves to 2 outs, so a ground ball will pretty much guarantee the Mountain Lions get out of the inning with just the 1 run surrendered, but we'll see how it plays out, as you never know when you put the ball in play. Hoffman steps off. First pitch, that one's high, ball 1. Coming out of his crouch to grab it is Tyler Richardson behind the plate. That one's high as well. Again, standing up to grab it is Richardson. 2 balls and no strikes. 73 pitches in the game for Hoffman. You wonder if could be a little bit of fatigue starting to set in for the Mountain Lions starter. As this one's lifted high in the air, it looks like it's going to get out of play. Might stay in play. It does. And Caleb Stubbings makes the catch, and the Mountain Lions get out of it with just 1 run surrendered. It's 10-4, and the Mountain Lions come up big defensively in the 5th. So a little bit of a different defensive alignment here for the Thunderwolves. Moving to left field from third base is Kyson Howard, as this ball's crushed into left center field. That one is off the scoreboard, and a solo shot to lead off the bottom half of the fifth inning, and the Mountain Lions get that run right back and restore the 7-run lead.
Number 15, Brad Madison.
What a shot from Caleb Stubbings, as he strikes right back for UCCS. For Stubbings, that is his third home run of the season, as that one's grounded foul off the bat of Brad Madison for strike one. Back to those defensive changes I was trying to get for you. Howard moves to right field. Howard moves to left field. Barjas goes from left field to right field. And in at third base after coming in to pinch hit is Cole Knightley at third. The rest of the pack stay the same defensively. It is 1-2 at the plate on Brad Madison, as that one just misses outside. 2-2. And that's a swing and a miss. A good strikeout there from Portillo is out number one. Nice response after the solo shot, and that'll bring up Casey Campbell. A 1 pitch misses outside. 1-1 on Casey Campbell. Another pitch on its way. That one's outside as well. 2-1. That one misses outside as well. 3 balls and 1 strike. Good take from Campbell. And a nice hitter's count here for the 5-hole hitter for UCCS. Set up pitch. That one catches the corner. 3-2. The 3-2. That one's rifled foul down the first base side. The count will stay. Another 3-2. This one's bounced foul once again, this time to the CSU Pueblo dugout. Another payoff pitch. This one, again, bounced foul. Using the whole field of foul ground is Casey Campbell. A couple to the first base side, a couple to the third base side. Another payoff. This one's bounced, this time in fair territory. Unable to handle it at second was Pruitt. It was just out of his reach. He was able to knock it down and keep Campbell at first base, but a 1-out single has Campbell on first.
Tyler Richardson.
Tyler Richardson will appear for the 4th time at the plate in this game. He takes inside for ball 1. Wind still blowing a little lighter now, still from that right field side. 1-0. That one scooped off of the dirt from behind the plate by Ingalls. 2-0. Thought about backpicking, I should say, to Casey Campbell at first, but did not go through with the play. 2-0. Curveball drops in there for strike 1. Nice breaking ball to get the first strike of the at-bat. That was a hack shot, as violently pulling his hands in was Richardson. He knocks it right back to Portillo on the mound. And that is out number 2 in the 5th for UCCS. Brings up Hayden Iverson. Moving up to second base on the play and into scoring position is Casey Campbell. We have a time call here as he has got to tie his cleat. One run is in the inning already as Caleb Stubbings took the first pitch he saw off of the scoreboard in left center field. That is not a easy feat, as the sign right below it says 375. You got to hit it 400 plus if you're going to hit it off of the front of that scoreboard, though, as the Mount Lions are ahead 11-4, and taking for strike 1 is Iverson. A 1 misses low, evening the count at 1. Another pitch, that one's going to catch the inside corner. 1-2. Portillo toes the rubber once again. That one's hit right back up the middle. On his horse, coming around, trying to score is Campbell. He'll be able to do so standing up as an RBI single for Hayden Iverson. Gives the Mountain Lions an 8-run lead.
Third baseman, number 10, Keegan Scholl.
First hit of the day for Hayden Iverson. The RBI variety as he knocks in another Mountain Lion run, and we have yet another pitching change, so we will step aside as the Mountain Lions with an 8-run lead chase Portillo. Back here at Mountain Lion Park as Charlie Williams takes over for the Wolfpack on the mound. As Portillo's day not quite done record-wise as Hayden Iverson stands on first base, and that is his responsibility. So wait to give you the final line on him until Iverson is either retired or scores. First pitch from Williams, though, was fouled off for strike one. This one's low, and moving up to second base on the wild pitch is Iverson. In 4 appearances for Williams, he's pitched just an inning and a third. His earned run average is a frightful 60.75. Opponent's batting average against him thus far is 550 or 571, excuse me, as this one's lifted in to shallow right. Able to make the grab, though, is his namesake Williams at first, and that will end the inning for the Mountain Lions, but they get 2 more runs. A solo shot to lead it off from Stubbings, and a manufactured RBI from Hayden Iverson brings the second home. The Mountain Lions lead at 12-4. Reggie Williams will lead things off for the Thunderwolves as the top of the lineup due up 1, 2, and 3 here for the Thunderwolves in the 6th inning. As again, John Hoffman back out there for UCCS. First pitch misses, ball 1. Hoffman once again working quickly. That one check swing, and that's going to be a foul ball, as the count will even 1-1. Looked like the Mountain Lions might get away with an easy out there, as it looked like a check swing that bounced right back through, but it either hit Richardson behind the plate or Williams again in the box, unsure which. But it's 1-1 either way. The pitch, that one in there on the outside half of the plate, 1-2. 1-2. That one's chopped foul. Count will stay. One's lifted over to short. Making the catch on the line drive is Ronan Hella at shortstop, and that is out number 1 for Reggie Williams. Noah Hennings will take another shot. And this one's bounced again over to Hella. This time it's on the ground. He'll have to come across. dug out at first, just out at first base is Hennings. And Hella's busy over there at shortstop, getting the first 2 outs for the Mount Lions.
Second base, number 19, Brady Pruitt.
That one's fouled for strike 1. So the final line on Ruben Portillo, he goes an inning and 2/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, only 2 of which are earned, as that one just misses outside. 1-1 on Hennings at the plate. No walks, 1 strikeout, 11 batters faced. He threw 35 pitches before Charlie Williams took over for him. The 1-1 at the plate on Hennings, swung on and missed. Inside fastball fooled him. And it's 1-2. Excuse me, this is Pruitt now. Hennings was a 1-pitch retirement to the ground out. And now it's 2-2 on Pruitt as that one missed. That one misses low as well. Count now full. 3-2 with 2 outs. The payoff pitch. This one's lifted into the outfield, over to try and make the play, but can't get there in time. It's Casey Campbell. It'll be thrown back in, but a 2-out single for Pruitt pushes the inning to Castaneda.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 18, Christian Castaneda.
A little bloop. Single falls in no man's land, shallow right field, allowing Pruitt to score. Castaneda, who has a RBI single, a solo home run, and a walk, steps to the plate, takes low, ball 1. One 0. That one's low. That one goes all the way up the first base side. As Stubbings was the one that ended up retrieving it almost at that 45-foot box. 2-0. That one's in there. It's 2-1. Hoffman checks that first, comes to the plate. Again, gets the swinging strike. And the count even at 2, and again, 2s across the board. 2-2 with 2 outs. Runner on first is Pruitt, who walked. Hoffman comes set and fires. This one knocked down. This should be an easy play at second now. And Sayre grabs it as he steps on second base. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. The Mount Lions give up a 2-out single, but it does not matter as they maintain their 8-run lead as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning.
Top of the 6th inning.
Ronan Hella will lead things off here in the bottom half of the 6th inning for UCCS. And Hella was retired for the first time today out of either game. His last time up, but it was a productive out as the suicide squeeze was put on by UCCS. And we've got a manager for the Thunderwolves coming out to the mound here. Not quite sure what the conversation is as Bobby Applegate in his second season at the helm of the baseball program down in Pueblo comes out to talk to his team. Can't imagine that he is going to be making any changes as the inning just started and we haven't even delivered any pitches yet. And he doesn't, but some kind of message needed to be delivered, so he made his way out. And we'll do it again as Ronan Hella will make his way to the batter's box for the second time to start the bottom of the 6th inning. First pitch to Hella. That one catches the outside corner for strike one. Oh, 1. That one just low, 1-1. One. That one in there as well. 1-2 on Hella. One, 2 on its way. Curveball swung on and missed. Nice movement on that. Breaking ball from Charlie Williams gets the chase out of Ronan Hella. And that's the first strikeout of his day. Oh, 1 here as the top of the lineup and Sayre comes up. That one's outside. 1-1. The 1-1. This one's fouled back to the screen. 1-2. Sayre comes into his at-bat with a pair of RBI singles and a pair of walks. He's 2 for 2 officially, as of course the walks do not count as plate appearances. And this one is a hit by pitch, so he will stay 2 for 2 as he jogs to first base.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 13, Kit Wigington.
Kit Wigington, who was robbed of a single his last time up. It was the second time today, in fact, that he was robbed of a single, as also in game 1, he had a single taken away from him on a beautiful over-the-shoulder catch by Pruitt over there at second. This time around, it was Pruitt diving to his left to make the play. Takes for strike 1 here. Second pitch on its way, and that one's hacked back to the screen for strike 2. Check over to first is unsuccessful as shuffling back to first base successfully is Sayre. That one once again chopped back to the screen. Count will stay 0-2. Williams gets his sign, checks on first, and comes set. 5-6 foot lead over there at first for Sayre. Nothing crazy as that one's just outside for ball one. It was a really nice spot from Williams, but didn't get the chase. 1-2. One-two, swung on and missed. He gets Wigington to chase that time around. Pretty much the same pitch. And that is out number 2, as both outs in the inning are swinging strikeouts for the Mountain Lions, as Hella went down swinging as well, excuse me. Caleb Stubbings took the first pitch he saw of his last at-bat, knocked it off of the scoreboard. This one's rifled right at shortstop, but a nice play out there by Vasquez ends the inning. A hit by pitch puts Sayre on with 1 out, but that's the only base runner the Mountain Lions get as they come up empty in the 6th. And UCCS are 3 outs away from their first RMAC victory when we come back. Vander Hodges will take over on the mound for UCCS. As you look at a beautiful shot of Pikes Peak here with a little bit of cloud cover coming over here in the afternoon of Colorado Springs. Vander Hodges, we saw him playing third base in game 1. He steps up on the mound looking to shut out the rest of this game for UCCS pitching-wise. 1-0. That one's in there for strike 1. It's Vasquez in the box to lead things off here in the 7th for the Wolfpack. It is 5, 6, and 7 at the very least, as strike 2 delivered from Vander Hodges. That one's in the dirt. As the count will now be even at 2. Get you the final line here in just a moment on John Hoffman. As the 2-2, this one's lifted high in the air in short right field. Out there is Sayre, and he'll make the grab for out number 1. Final line on on John Hoffman. He goes 6 innings, 7 runs, 4 earned, or 4 runs, just 3 earned, I should say. 3 walks, 5 punch-outs, and 31 batters face. He threw 91 pitches. Very efficient day for him as he gives the Mountain Lions a chance to get their first RMAC win, as it's 1-1 here on the pinch hitter for the Thunderwolves. So that one is in there, 1-2. On Quintana as Joseph Quintana pinch hits for the second game in a row. Strike 3 called. Vander Hodges gets the looking strikeout of Quintana, and the Pack are down to their final out.
Now batting, number 15, Cole Knightley.
Cole Knightley, who came in for Sanchez the last time up. That was back in the 4th inning. Will take his second plate appearance. That's that one bounced to the backstop for a wild ball 1. As this one's lifted, foul out of play down the first base side, 1-1. The 1-1. That one's in there for strike 2. The Mount Lions are 1 strike away from their first conference win. The pitch from Hodges. Strike 3 called. The Mountain Lions win it 12-4 as they defeat the Wolfpack for the first time in the series and keep their hopes of a split alive. And the Mountain Lions, who struggled offensively in Game 1 today, respond nicely in Game 2 and get the 12-4 win. For the Mountain Lions, it's Hoffman that gets the win. He improves to 2-0 on his season. Owen Rudolphi will drop to 0-3 as he takes the loss for CSU Pueblo. The Thunderwolves now 4-13 on their season, 1-1 in conference play, with the Mountain Lions improving to 8-11 as they try and chase back up to 500. They are also 1-1 in our MAC play. We will be back here tomorrow for the final game in this series, 12 p.m. scheduled for first pitch. Do not forget that it is daylight savings tomorrow, so don't be joining us at 1 p.m. when you thought that the game was going to be beginning. As spring forward, we will all lose an hour of sleep tonight, so make sure to hit the sheets a little bit early and join us here, noon start time on what is set to be a beautiful Sunday. But for all of us here at UCCS Athletics, for our crew in the truck, I am Jake Ross saying so long. We'll see you back here tomorrow as the Mountain Lions and Thunderwolves split this doubleheader 1 apiece, and the Mountain Lions taking Game 2, a final score of 12-4. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow.